Hey guys, Deplorable Deb. Sometimes it really, that saying that I always say, you can take the girl out of the Bronx, but you can't take the Bronx out of the girl. Today is just one of these days that either I'm being very emotional or things are really just, hitting me. I might be out of New York since 1994, but the Bronx will always be my home, is how I look at it. The memories, my childhood, growing up there, being born there. And when I see things like what just came over my page, and I heard about it this morning where I knew this was coming down, where there was going to be an arrest in New York City, but I didn't know that it was going to be pertaining to the Bronx. I think what saddens me is that even though I grew up in a house, we had apartment buildings on my street. And again, we had the type of neighborhood where we all hung out. Kids played, we could be out all day long. We had apartment buildings. Matter of fact, when I got older, my very first apartment was in an apartment building. And, there's such good memories. I mean, my first apartment was on the 5th floor. We didn't have elevator. I got, my legs were in such great shape because of us going up and down those steps, and when we went down, we stayed down. Matter of fact, I had my first knee surgery when I lived on the 5th floor on Carpenter Avenue in the Bronx. And it took me 25 minutes to go up and down on crutches. Matter of fact, the hospital, which was Misericordia, would not release me until I was able to make sure that I can walk on the crutches and do everything. I think what's bothering me is to hear about two brothers now that were arrested, and they came from Pelham Parkway, which I know the Bronx from the back of my hand. First thing on Pelham Parkway, I think of the movie theater, I think of the Bronx Zoo being so close, taking the train sometimes, coming back from Orchard Beach to get back to 218. Me, my sister, and my nephew, we took the bus from Pelham Parkway to get us to the number 5 train to get me back to East 219th Street. And it really bothers me. And I was telling my sister and my brother-in-law tonight how sad this is, to know that when we lived in a building, people sat outside. You didn't worry what was going on next door. And to know now that these two brothers had bomb material that could have blew up this building on Pelham Parkway, just, it just like flips me out. Like where have we become? Where have we become in a world, or to see that these two guys, one was a teacher. He was teaching in a charter school in Harlem. How does this happen, that they decide to go this route? And to know, see, that's why I say there's no more morals. There's no more, neighborhoods. There's no more where you could even feel trusted to live in a neighborhood and be outside or worry about your neighbor. Your neighbor used to, you were close. Your neighbors used to keep an eye on your children. Now, to live in an apartment, you don't even know who's living next door to you. You're lucky. I've seen this happen where you'll walk in the hall and a person won't even look you square in the eye. I know this because in the time I moved from New York and I came here, I did go back. My aunt that came to live with me and Missy lived on Fordham Road and the Concourse right next to Alexander's. And it used to floor me when I would go there to see that nobody was friendly. Nobody knew nobody in the building, that she was mugged twice by the mailbox. It's just, I know that we had that where people were getting mugged or things like that, but that's not where your building is going to be blown up. See, this is the thing that we don't even know, the element of people, of who's moving and why this is even happening. It really touches my heart because I know so many people in that area, and it's scary. And I know what people are going to say, Deb, this can happen here. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But growing up in the Bronx was a different way than we're living now. Like I said today, kids played outside. We were outside. Summer nights were beautiful. 4th of July, everybody's out in the street. So I just wanted to come on and say, you know, it just totally breaks my heart when I hear something pertaining to that, and how these poor people that are living there don't even know what's going on and probably was shocked the day that the FBI showed up. Talk to you later, guys. Love yous.